Welcome to the 3 Point Conversion Sports Lounge. I am your host, Mr. Controversy. Did you miss me? And yes, first of all, it is a beautiful day. It's a lovely day. I'm trying to ignore Glass, but I have to have him on because he is my co-host, and he has this New York Mets jersey and hats on, hating. Can't believe this. What's going on, man?
What's up, fam? What's up, fans of the 3 Point Conversion Sports Lounge, man? Happy to be back. Took last weekend off. Spent time with my old man at the Million Man's March. Shouts out to Big TJ for filling in for me. Appreciate it, bro. I hope you can smell the hate. It smells real good right about now, man.
Yeah, man, I smell it. I hate it.
Okay. I know you. It's all good. It's all good.
Actually, it smells good because once we put this whooping on the Mets, it's gonna smell even better.
All right, whatever. All right, we'll see. We'll see. All right, but as always, like he said, it's a beautiful Saturday morning, October 17th. And as always, we're going to start this off with my Cup of Joe Sports Person of the Week. And the Sports Person of the Week is D'Angelo Williams, the running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you know, Williams lost his mom to breast cancer last year. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but D'Angelo Williams went to the NFL and asked if he could do it for the whole season instead of just a month. They turned him down. He said that was all good, you know. From last heard, he dyed his hair pink. And what I really got him as Sports Person of the Week for is because he paid for 53 mammograms and out of his mother, who passed away at the age of 53. So kudos to D'Angelo Williams, and he is the Cup of Joe Sports Person of the Week.
Yes. NFL just nothing's better than football. But Goodell and his boys are really trying to mess up the game. They brought him in to bring in money and revenue, but it's like they're messing up the game, man. You're putting a bad cloud, this dark cloud over the NFL because of the choices and dumb rules that you have.
Right.
They're messing it up.
See, you know what? I do understand this protocol. I got it. You know,
right.
Find Brandon Marshall a couple of years back because he wore green shoes or whatever for, I think it was mental health awareness and all that stuff. But if there's an awareness, if there's something positive, I think you should let that slide.
Now, you know what, though? Before we get into our quick hits, I agree. And I guess I kind of see where Goodell's coming in because you know how it was in school or you had, like, with your brothers and sisters. If your mother told you, hey, okay, you're doing this for a good cause, go ahead, you can eat, you can do this and do that. But then you have some other idiot or your brother is come mess it up because they want to take advantage of, whatever your mom told you can do now. So they want to say, well, I was doing it for that reason. No.
Right.
But I can see a lot of people putting in, wearing different colors. Well, I was doing this for my father. I was, so I guess I understand it. But when people are genuinely doing this for, a great cause, kind of sucks. So I guess I can't get mad at Goodell, but all the other stuff he's done in the past is still bringing this dark cloud.
Exactly. And before we move on to quick hits, I do understand the business side of the NFL, what they're trying to do, have uniforms, you know what I'm saying? And if you let him slide, other people are going to try to slide through. So, I understand it's clear cut, but there's some things you just, for the good nature of the game, let it slide.
Let it go.
Right.
We're going to let this topic go. We're going to get into our quick hits. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
First off, we have to say congratulations to the Kansas City Royals because they took game one.
Yes, sir.
We had my man Volquez, him and the whole pitching crew that pitched last night. They only allowed 3 hits. And we're talking about the Toronto Blue Jays, this mammoth of a offense, offense.
You know what? The Toronto Blue Jays show, they got Murderers Row completely. And for the simple fact that the Kansas City Royals shut that down where they didn't have a run, they won 5-0. that just showed me the Kansas City Royals are for real.
Oh yeah, they are for real. I think that someone asked me, you know, I'm a Cubs fan. Someone asked me about the Cubs. They was like, who do you think is our biggest, I guess, enforcers in the way? I told them it has to be Kansas City because think about it. They're the Kansas City Royals are the most, not most. They have the most experience.
Mm-hmm.
Forget most. They just have the experience. No one else, no other team right now has playoff experience.
Totally agree.
Toronto, Mets, or Cubs.
They've been there. They've been there last year. They was close the year before, so they battle tested right now.
They battle tested, so they know how to play. But I still think the series might go 7. It's going to be a heck of a series.
Yeah.
Moving on, Mr. Johnny Football Manziel is back in the news, ladies and gentlemen. So Johnny Manziel was stopped by the police after a witness called the police and said that he saw Johnny's girlfriend trying to jump out while the car was on the highway.
Right.
They stopped Manziel. Manziel admitted to drinking earlier, but there was no arrest was made, you know, just because he was sober at the time. But he said they had a little, I know, right? They had a little spat going on. But the fact that he did tell him, it maybe, I don't know. But they had a little argument or whatever. And even the girl said that he pushed my head into the window, but I wasn't no harm or nothing like that. Real quick, Glass, I just want you to listen to this. They're not saying this in the like on the 4-letter network and everywhere else. But I read that she threw his wallet out of the window. Bruh. I'm just leave it like that. I don't want nobody questioning me, but bruh.
Listen, man. I love my wife. But you throw the money out the window. You throw the important information out the window. We stopped in the car right there.
You go get it?
You go get
God's cars and get that.
Hey, you play Frogger and dodge all these cars and get to the spot.
Exactly. Bruh. When I read that, I got heated. Like, what?
Not saying domestic violence is permitted, but I understand.
Right. All I got to say to women, again, please, I'm against domestic violence, but
don't do the stupid.
Don't do the stupid, because you're like
egging us on.
Yeah. Don't. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Moving on, man.
No, we can't move on. I just want to say, I know your name is Mr. Controversy, but I'm gonna have to throw this out there.
Okay.
Johnny Manziel got pulled over. I understand you said he told him he had 2 drinks.
Yeah, let's get on this.
He got a history of alcohol abuse.
Right.
The woman said he pushed my head into the glass window.
Right. Why? Okay. Now, okay, we're gonna keep it real. We're gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. If it was, I have 2 sides. If it was a brother,
yes, sir. Tell him.
It was a wrap. But not only that, if it was another athlete, Johnny got that cash.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why he do that money sign.
Yeah.
He don't do that to taunt. He do that like, look, I don't need this.
Right.
So if it was somebody else, they would be arrested as well. But Johnny has that cash. So that's what it's about.
Go ahead. We can move on now. I just had to put that out.
Yeah, we had to tell the truth. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, so moving on. We have great news. Lamar Odom was reported conscious and breathing on his own after being in a coma since Tuesday after found unconscious in a brothel. Happy for the brother, man. Hopefully he get himself together.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, he had a checkered past, and there's a reason why he did. You know what I'm saying? He lost his mom to colon cancer at the age 12. He lost his grandmother that raised him. And just a few years ago, he just lost his 6-month-old son, Jaden, to SIDS.
What? I didn't know he lost a 6-month-old son.
Yeah, sudden infant death syndrome, for those who don't know.
Chloe? That was Chloe's son?
No, this is before Chloe.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And because of Chloe, I'm just going to put it out there. I'm tired of everybody trying to – when you say Lamar Odom, everywhere you see it, they're talking about reality star
Yeah.
Kardashian.
Right.
Man, he was a two-time champion, 2011 Sixth Man of the Year award winner. The man was named the package because he got all the skills needed,
Right.
dribble, shoot, all that stuff. Man, forget the reality show stuff, man. Oh, I ain't saying he's past. He used to be a great player in the NBA. He just had things on his mind, trouble in his past. But like you said, get well soon to Lamar Odom. Hopefully he get his life together and live a long, prosperous life, man.
Right. And I know, believe it or not, I think that, to dip off out of sports, I think Chloe, she love that dude. I mean, she gonna stick by that dude, but at the same time, you mentioned all the other things that happened. Then you got to forget he was messing with a Kardashian. So
Right.
that's another issue.
That'll mess you up altogether right there.
Yeah.
You're right.
Moving on. LeBron James received an injection, which was anti-inflammatory in his back and will be out for the rest of the preseason. Everybody's making a big deal. Is this a reason to make a big deal? Or forget that. I want you to answer that, but does this mean he's getting old?
You beat me to the punch. That's number one, that just show us that he's human. Number two, Father Time is still undefeated, people. And he had a shot in his back last year. He took the 2 weeks off for back and knee issues. And so it should throw up a red flag that he still got these back issues.
And honestly, this is when we're going to see if his game has matured, because now you're starting to deal with issues where you won't be as athletic. Like he went in preseason trying to do that dunk. You know how he had a dunk, he hold it. He was looking at the bottom of the net when he was dunking. He wasn't looking at the rim that time, but
and then the Cleveland Cavaliers. I mean, you still got to deal with the other injury issue
right.
with Kyrie Irving, who's still out because of his knee.
Right.
Kevin Love just came back from his shoulder surgery, so hey, Cleveland got to get their act together.
Man, they're the old Miami Heat. You know how Miami they struggle during the season, look like in the middle of the season, next thing you know, they come back up, and now they're the top seed. So that's how it's going to be.
My question to you is, who's still coaching? David Black?
Yeah, he's going to coach.
Trouble.
Moving on. The NFL, listen to this, Glass, reprimanded Rob Vernacci by benching him for a week for mishandling the game clock this past Monday night with the Pittsburgh Steelers going against the San Diego Chargers. If you don't know, I think 18 seconds went off. But before that, forget that. Was it at halftime or at the end of the quarter? I can't remember, third quarter going into the fourth. They ran a kickoff, and the time kept going. I watched it. The time kept going.
Right.
I know the time didn't move.
Right.
And I saw that. Nobody's talking about that, but I saw that. I'm like, it's still on 12 seconds. And then that happened. So, hey, I agree with that. And also, the back judge, Greg Wilson, will be downgraded from the Patriots-Colts game to the
Dolphins-Titans.
Oh, it's Dolphins-Titans? Okay, I thought it was the Illinois versus Appalachian State game. He got downgraded.
Right. You ain't right, man.
Yeah. Do you agree?
Yeah, hey, basically.
Yeah.
Hey, let me say. Yeah, from what I understand, Vernacci could file grievance through the officials union. I don't see why. You just clearly blew that all together. You know what? All this happened because referees constantly making mistakes in the NFL, even going to last year. Right. And I think it came to the head when you seen that commercial, the discount double check commercial with the referees huddling.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hey, NFL is like, okay, enough is enough. We're going to have to do something to end all this because they're making fun of us now.
Right.
You know
and the funny thing is, we're going to move on, but I see the replacement refs like, really? So let's move on.
Wait. So if my man got downgraded from the Patriot-Colts game to the Dolphins-Titans game, don't you think the Dolphins and the Titans should feel a certain kind of way?
What you trying to say, bro? What are you trying to say?
Let's move on, man.
Listen to this, Glass. Prepare yourselves. Sammy Watkins. Listen to this. Sammy Watkins and his agent came out and said that the Bills are making him look bad by not giving him enough targets. Your thoughts, man?
Okay. Who was that? Keyshawn Johnson? That had the book, Give Me the Damn Ball?
Yeah.
That's what he sound like right now. Do we have a point? I think so. He's the number one wideout on the team. And you're looking at everybody. Rex Ryan, I understand he is a running head coach. But you got Sammy Watkins on the team, who is the number one wide receiver who could catch anything up in the air. You need to use him. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny how I guess he's saying, man, this team ain't listening to me. Hey, I'm paying you a commission. Go ahead and handle my business, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But no, I'm going to tell you real quick. He almost got to stop it from me. Just because, let me watch my words. Boy, how you going to talk about you ain't getting enough targets? You're not even on the field. You hurt.
Good point.
Moving on. Lord. Michigan State and Michigan. Wow. So Michigan State, it turns out that this past Thursday, the Michigan State statue of Magic Johnson, the Hall of Famer, the greatest, one of the greatest, one of the best players ever in a different sport. Magic Johnson statue was vandalized in all Michigan colors on Thursday. Glass, isn't it a game coming up that's playing today?
Yep.
Michigan State.
Number 12, Michigan, going up against number 7, Michigan State.
How do you feel about this? Do you think they crossed the line or what?
All right. I know your nickname is Mr. Controversy. My nickname is the Sage of Sports. But once again, I'm going to have another controversy, y'all. I understand it just came from the Million Man's March, but I'm not a radical, all right? But I just got to say this. You mess with Magic Johnson statue, and you got the Sparty statue behind it, not touched. I don't see them doing that to Nick Saban statue or Bear Bryant statue in Alabama. I'm just saying. Just gonna put it out there.
But you gotta understand, we are talking about Michigan fans. Like they know in the SEC. First of all, you don't want to mess with Nick Saban statue because you're gonna get killed 78-0. So that's why that's not happening. But yeah, that's crazy. Why you got to mess with Magic? But I guess the Magic one hurts though.
Look, Sparty's right there. The mascot statue is right there.
About no Sparty, man. Sparty don't mean anything. We talking about Magic Johnson. I want to hit it where it hurts.
Okay, all right. I see it another way. I'm just going to put it out there.
So today, before we move on, I guess my name is going to be changed to just Raphael. We're going to call Glass the controversial one. Moving on. Now, USC, staying with college football, the USC Trojans fired Steve Sarkisian. However you say his name. He's gone. But then on top of that, Steve Spurrier quits. I'm sorry, he resigns on this past Monday. I think he quit. But, hey, what say you?
All right, first one, USC. Can't stand USC. Steve Sarkisian. I mean, let's just put it like this. The USC program is funny anyway.
Right.
Pat Hayden, the athletic director, should have lost his job a long time ago. I don't understand why he's still there. And let's not forget, between Lane Kiffin and Sarkisian, Ed Oregon, I think his name was the interim coach and did a great job, had them finish with a 6-2 record. But you kick him to the curb and you bring in Steve Sarkisian. That's kind of funny to me. You know, so a USC program, they need a clean shop, and handle their business. And USC, whoever get the next head coaching job is sitting in the right seat for simple fact. They had I think one of the top 10 best recruiting class last year, right below Alabama.
Right.
So you got the players, you got the stage, the greatest stage in college football, one of the greatest stages in college football. So whoever they got to get, They better get somebody big that could do the job.
Right. So moving on quickly, Will Greer,
Oh,
because we're gonna get on him.
wait. I'm sorry. I know we get
Oh
moving.
yeah, you ain't talking about
Spurrier. I didn't
Spurrier.
even say nothing about Spurrier.
About Spurrier.
Yeah, Spurrier quit. I don't give a damn what anybody says. Spurrier quit. He even told you, I didn't retire. I resigned. That's the same thing you said when you was at Florida.
Quit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's the same
Quit.
thing you said when you was in the NFL.
Right.
So you just go ahead, quit. Okay. From his point of view, he said that the college game is a recruiting game. You got to recruit the great players, and he feels that because of his age, all these other head coaches are throwing it at him, and he can't recruit. Because let's not forget, since he's been there, when he first got there in 2005, he was having great seasons. He had three seasons where he finished with 11-2 record. Last year, he finished with a 7-6 record. Now he's starting with a 2-4 record. So I guess he figured, let me go ahead and build ship now before I just look bad.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I believe you. And last but not least, Will Greer has been suspended for the rest of the year. It's a big game. And honestly, I just want your opinions on the suspension because we're going to get on this game because we're talking about this game this evening. So think he should be suspended because he's trying to appeal.
Dude, you a athlete. You ain't a professional athlete, but you a college athlete. You always got to know what you take. Whatever supplements you take, whatever medication you take, you got to know if it passes the test. Now, from what I understand, they saying from last year to this year over the summer, he gained a whole lot of weight, and now they trying to say he got busted for over-the-counter drugs. I think it's more than the over-the-counter drugs. I think he might have been doing something.
Yeah.
Do I think a year is a lot? A year is a lot. He could file a grievance for just this season and he'd be able to play next season. But I mean, rules are rules. You should have checked all that stuff before you took it.
Yeah, something else happened because you have a big game. Florida's playing well. Either they wanted Treon Harris to start anyway, which I think I'm getting some type of vibe that's what they want. They want it. Will Greer didn't fail him, so we will see.
Yep.
All right, that concludes Quick Hits, and we will be right back with a quick break. Oh, actually, I have to say this, man. Again, you said it. Shout out to Big TJ for filling in last week, man. I want to give him that. I have a feeling we might hear from him. Anyway, we'll be back with the NFL Huddle. All right, we are back. The NFL Huddle. First of all, let's talk about this shellacking of that New Orleans. I said the word right. That they put on the Atlanta Falcons. They beat the Atlanta Falcons 31-21, which the score looks better than what it actually was.
Right.
Your thoughts on this, Glass? How did you feel about this game?
Number one, I didn't even expect this to happen. I didn't expect the New Orleans Saints to be playing like they're playing, and I didn't expect the Atlanta Falcons to fall off like they did. They was on point. They was on fire. Devontae Freeman was trucking over people. Matt Ryan was picking apart the defense with Julio Jones. What the hell happened when you win the Dome? They lost 7, 8 in a row in the Dome. So you put the numbers together. I'm definitely gonna pick the Atlanta Falcons, which I did. Didn't expect this ambush that they got. So kudos to the to the New Orleans Saints for winning this game. And Atlanta Falcons, I think they must have put the blueprint up on how to beat y'all. So y'all got to watch out from now on.
Honestly, I really think that Quinn, Shanahan, and the coaching staff, they didn't realize how big of a rivalry this is. And before the game, I think earlier this week, Quinn came out and said, well, it's just another game. No, it's not. This is Atlanta versus New Orleans. I live in Atlanta. And this game, to me, this probably, people say Chicago Green Bay is the greatest rivalry. It's the greatest. But right now, the reason why I say it's between Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and New Orleans, Atlanta, because New Orleans, Atlanta, the games always come close no matter if New Orleans is undefeated and Atlanta has only one win, or vice versa. And you see what this year Atlanta had. They were 5-0, and New Orleans won in what, 3 or 1-4?
1-4.
Yeah. So they didn't realize how big of a robbery this is. It was in this game, how big of a game this was. So I think that's why, because you could tell when players are repeatedly messing up and making bad mistakes. To me, not to me, it is you didn't have your team prepared.
Right.
You didn't have your team mentally prepared for this game. Like I said, I just don't think they realized how big this game was.
I totally agree. I think the NFC South, out of all the conferences or divisions, the NFC South, as bad as they played last year, still and yet they got the most heated rivalry of all the other divisions.
Right. So. Right. Yeah, I agree. So we're talking NFL, and Breeze is a great quarterback. He still showed that he has some great abilities. Even though his shoulder's still messed up, but he can lead a team with no receivers. Matt Ryan looks nice. He looks pretty good. So we talk about quarterbacks. The reason why I bring it those two quarterbacks is usually when you think of the NFL usually has a face of the NFL. And when the NFL has a face of the NFL, it's usually a quarterback. Sometimes it could be a wide receiver or a running back, depending on who the running back is. But right now, I don't see a face of the NFL. I don't know. Do you have one? Or do you see a face?
When you put that on the docket, it was hard for me to just say, "Oh, it's definitely Tom Brady. Oh, it's definitely Aaron Rodgers." It's cloudy. I can't really answer that question. I can't even tell you right now. I cannot tell you who is the face of the NFL. Now, is that good? To me, that's good. You know what I'm saying? You're not famous one person.
Right.
It's a league situation. So I think it's good.
I'm glad you said that, because I think who started to be the face of the NFL maybe after last season, I just thought about this. J.J. Watt.
Right.
And I think he is right now, I think he is the face, and I think they're trying to push him to be the face. Look how many times they threw him down our face. That's why Houston got the whatchamacallit this summer, the HBO special.
Yeah. Hard Knocks.
Yeah. So I think it's J.J. Watt.
Good point.
I think it is, because that's who they want it to be. So we're talking, and do you agree with J.J. Watt being the face of the NFL?
The way they play it now. I mean, I agree with you. Out of all the players, next to Aaron Rodgers, I would say J.J. Watt.
Yeah.
You can't put Tom Brady up there because Tom Brady just came off of Deflategate.
Oh, yeah. You can't put Tom Brady, no. Then he went against the NFL, so you definitely not putting Tom Brady as the face of the NFL.
Right.
So I think it is J.J. Watt, man. I think so. Now, here's another question. Who do you think should be the face of the NFL?
I can't say anybody. I really can't. Aaron Rodgers.
You think he should be?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a person that I think should be the face of the NFL other than probably Aaron Rodgers, J.J. Watt. The thing I think with Aaron Rodgers, even though Aaron Rodgers has swag, and I can say that because we're talking football now. Football, that word started with football. I remember John Madden saying that in like 94, swag. He had swagger. Can you believe John Madden said that? But that's a football term, sports term. But he has swagger. He has that swag and everything, but he's just not camera friendly. Not because he's jacked up or nothing like that, but he's just not that type of person.
He's not boisterous. He don't talk a lot.
Okay. I might get struck down. Chicago Bears fans, please forgive me for this. I'm just being real. This is not Mr. Controversy talking right now. This is the journalist Raphael Haynes talking. So Aaron Rodgers is that dude where he's just a cool cool cat. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna bother anybody. Everybody respects him. He's joking, like in any heat of battle, he's joking with them. And other people laughing at him, and they're just joking. He's just that guy. He's just real cool, just himself. So I don't think that fits.
Right.
Even as good as he is, when you think Aaron Rodgers, you don't think, man, NFL is no. You just, I mean, he's a beast, but no. So go ahead. You got some?
No, I'm good.
Oh, so because we don't really know who should be the face of the NFL, who do you think the NFL wants to be the face of the NFL? Or better yet, I'm gonna throw some names out to you. Okay. I want you to answer who they want, and the reason why they have them because of circumstances. It can be injury, the team's not doing well, whatever, or they just don't want them to. So I have some names I want to list out. So we said Aaron Rodgers, Andrew Luck.
They want to. He ain't put his end of the bargain.
Yeah. Right. I think he was going to get it.
Yeah.
But like you said, okay. Russell Wilson.
At one point in time, I think so. He's second in line.
I think he would have gotten it if they would have won.
Yeah. The championship. Yeah.
Because you think Andrew Luck and Russell Wilson, everything you want in a player, you have. Andrew Luck, he's very smart, witty, tough, studies the playbook.
Right.
Andrew Luck, smart, witty. Not Andrew Luck, but Russell Wilson, flamboyant in the way he plays. Very good guy, Christian guy, good guy. You're not having sex.
Go ahead.
With Sierra. Right there, that's if you want to face in the NFL for kids and everybody, you know what I'm saying?
And they're young. That's the key. They're young.
But like I said, I think he was next in line, but the Super Bowl and now how they playing now, okay. Watch your language, please, sir. Tony Romo.
I don't think he ever was. I
think he was getting there at one point, though. Remember when he first came to the league and after he did the bot snap?
Yeah.
The next year, remember they were like 14-2?
Right.
And I think he was this great guy. He was dating what was the star?
The country singer?
Yeah, the country singer.
Yeah.
Playing for Dallas Cowboys. He had it going.
Carrie Underwood, right? I think that's her name.
Carrie Underwood. Yeah, Carrie Underwood. No. It was the other one too.
Oh, Simpson.
Yeah, Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now, besides the quarterback, what about Antonio Brown?
No.
Any reason why?
I don't know if I want to put it out there. I told you I just came from the Million Man March, man. You don't have to put it out there. No, I just think he's just too flamboyant.
Okay, because remember
for the simple fact, I mean, with his he goes. I ain't gonna say overboard, but he does. His end zone dances are not
right
to par with the NFL.
Right. Because remember, Michael Vick at one time was the face of the NFL.
Yeah.
So he blew that.
He blew that up big time.
Do you think Marcus Mariota would get a chance?
No. He is too quiet, soft-spoken. There's too many people that, like we just said, Andrew Luck, Russell Wilson comes before Mariota.
Right.
Now, we have to see how it a couple of years down the road, but yeah. And don't even bring up Jameis Winston. There's no way.
They're gonna put him. I don't even think about him.
Right.
All right, man. Well, we're gonna conclude the NFL huddle, and I like that topic because we want to know who is the face of the NFL.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I want to move on to basketball, and this is our NBA free throw line, and this is when we're talking about we're gonna put certain topics in the spotlight, just like we would if you were shooting a free throw. Hey, it's on you. Your shot, free shot. Everybody's looking. So this topic, I want to talk about. Honestly, I don't even know how my partner feels. Glass, I don't know how you feel about this or what's your take on it. But today's wide open style. A lot of people like it. Some people don't. Generally the younger crowd likes the open style. Even some people from the 80s like the open style versus the inside out game back in the 90s where, 80s, 90s where you pounded it into the center, power forward, and, took it back out maybe for the three, but you was going through your power forward and center. So Glass, we're talking today, the open style versus the inside out game back in the 90s. Which are you taking and why?
Me being 6'6", I definitely like the inside out style. I think it would, you know what? Right now, everybody shooting threes. I got that. Stephen Curry, to me, arguably the best 3-point shooter out there. But that's gonna end eventually. You got big people coming in. Anthony Davis, Towns from Minnesota. I can't remember his first name. Anthony. Do you play for Kentucky?
Yeah.
From Towns from Minnesota. LaMarcus Aldridge with the Spurs. DeMarcus Cousins, Sacramento Kings. I think they're gonna solidify the inside game. Outside game, right now it's the outside game, but if you got an inside game, you gotta have two facets of the game. Once you had them teams that had big men that could shoot over their shoulder, score the basket, they're gonna be in the forefront in the NBA, making this a championship. So right now it's a trend. It's this trend with the 3-point shooters, but that's not as accurate as you being down low by that basket. Hook shot, people don't even shoot hook shots no more. Layups,
right.
dunk shots, and all that stuff. So I prefer the inside out game.
Okay, so let me play devil's advocate for a second. So, but with the outside game, you have, like I said, you do have the 3-point shooters, but then you do have the court is open wide enough to where the action is just nonstop. You're getting a lot of points now. You see a lot of one-on-one, so you get to see people ankles being broken. That doesn't pique your interest?
No. Last year, Golden State won the championship because of the outside shooting.
Right.
For that, San Antonio was no outside shooting, mid-range, down low defense. Miami Heat wasn't too much outside shooting, mid-range, down low to the basket. So, like I said, it's a trend right now. Golden State, congrats. And do I think that might happen next year? I don't know. They got to worry about San Antonio. They got to worry about OKC. You know what I'm saying? They got that big man down there. I can't remember his name right now. But, they got to worry about other people in the West with down low game. Zach Randolph with Memphis Grizzlies. So we have to wait and see. Okay. Can it happen? Yes. Will I put my money on it? No.
Now, here's my take on it. Honestly, I agree with you. I don't like the open style because to me, the open style, it hides your weaknesses. And the reason why I say that is a lot of people I know, actually, this is one of the reasons me and Big TJ got real cool because of a debate, not just the LeBron versus Boris Diaw. But anyway, I would get on social media and talk about how garbage Danny Green was. Now, to me, Danny Green has stepped up his game a little bit.
Very much.
But I would get mad because he plays defense now. I give him that. But all he does is shoot threes when you don't. Especially like the year before last, give him an open 2-pointer, a mid-range shot. He will pass it up and pass the ball. Like, that's insane. How do you call yourself a shooter and you can't shoot mid-range shots? So the wide open style shooting threes, it hides the fact that people don't know how to shoot. They're not shooters. Oh, you said Raphael, well, they're shooting threes. No, if you can shoot threes, you should be able to shoot mid-range jumpers. That's you understand? That doesn't make sense. Yeah. Of course, if I shoot up 200 threes, I'm bound to make 30% of it or 28%. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That just, hey, but so I don't like it. I like the inside because it really involves teamwork. You passing the ball, you're moving around, and like I said, like going back to, and I know today it's 2015, but I'm just be real. If you look back then, you didn't really have that many specialists. Mm-hmm. You might have a defensive specialist, but I'm saying, but pretty much they could handle the ball. If they were a point guard, they probably didn't because of the team that they were on. Somebody was better than them. They can shoot or they can find ways to score, except for Dennis Rodman, But other than that, everybody could pretty much, you had to have game to get in back then. Whereas now you have a lot of specialists, a lot of 3-point specialists. Novak remember he played with the Knicks. I know
Steve Novak.
Steve Novak all he does is shoot threes.
Listen, when you got a team, I know I'm showing a whole lot of San Antonio Spurs love. But if you got a team that's disciplined, you got a team that got a nice inside game, a team with hellified defense. And let's not forget, you got a team that everybody could touch the ball one time.
Right.
Coming down the court. If you got a team like that, I don't care how much of a specialist you are from the 3-point lane. From the 3-point line. You're not going to beat that team. Right. Like I said, Golden State, hope you guys don't use this as a blueprint of building your team because that's a straight fad. That's not going to happen. That you don't do that. Stick with the fundamental game. Play have defense your first priority because we all know defense wins championships.
Yep.
And have a great all-around game. That's how you win championships.
Okay, because I'm tired of you running. This is not basketball. Yes, the game is evolving. Whatever. This is not basketball. I'm tired of you on a fast break. You're running. You have a point guard. What does everybody do? Now, okay. Yeah. In the 90s, 80s, before then, fast break, point guard leading the fast break. I got 2 people, one person on my right, one person on my left, even somebody behind me. What was going on? What were they doing? Going to the basket. They just coming to the basket.
Into the basket.
Point guard has a choice whether to go right, left, behind his back, or whatever. Now, when a point guard comes down and you have 2 on the wing, what happens?
They go straight to the corners.
Go straight to the corners. That's dumb. And then the point guard looks for them in the corner. What the heck?
Yeah.
I'm tired of that. That's not basketball. I hate showing my son that because it's like I tell him, son, this is not good basketball.
Right.
This is not. It's okay to learn how to shoot the 3. Kobe can shoot the 3, but Kobe has that game. True, everybody's not Kobe, but it's a lot of players, man, that could play.
Yeah.
Had a nice game.
Yeah. If you can slash to the basket, you have long life in the NBA.
Yeah. So, and real quick, man, I want to talk. Give me your top 5 point guards.
Oh, top 5 point guards. I'm Stephen Curry.
You got him number 1?
I ain't gonna. No, I'm going top 5. I ain't ranking. I'm just giving you the top 5 that's sitting at the table. Stephen Curry, Kyrie Irving, if he ever stay healthy. I like myself like Mike Conley.
Okay.
That's 3 right there, right?
You got Conley.
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul. That's 4.
Uh,
So you have Conley, Chris Paul, Kyrie Irving, Stephen Curry.
yeah. One more.
Man, you about to get a stop it. So let me list some names then. I'm gonna just help you out. Don't say yes, but I'm just list the names. John Wall. It's too many point guards for you not to be. So John Wall.
Not consistent enough.
What?
Bradley Beals will fade him out on his own team. He's not consistent. Excuse me. What didn't you understand? He's not consistent enough.
Did you watch last year? Last year, I think if he didn't lead the league, he just lost with the assists. He was averaging 18 and like 9.
No.
Okay, so but to your liking, John Wall, Kyle Lowry, Russell Westbrook.
There we go. Stop right there. Russell Westbrook. There you go. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's my fifth.
Okay. So now order, we're gonna probably the same. I like John Wall. Oh, before I'm taken out.
Nah, thank you. I'm like,
okay. So John Wall, Chris Paul, Steph, that's 3. Westbrook, that's 4. And I'm not a big fan of Kyrie as a point guard. I guess because I don't look at him as a point guard, but he's a beast. I guess he plays the point guard position. But, man, that's hard.
See?
That's hard. Like, yeah, you're right. That's hard. I guess I'll go I have to go Kyrie.
Okay. So actually, with my list, you just replaced Conley with Wall. I could take that.
Right. I know I'm missing somebody, ladies and gentlemen. I can't.
We'll hear it. Hear it.
We came off the top of the dome with this topic. So, but yeah, I like that. I think Jeff T could be nice. We left Tony Parker, but he's not healthy.
Nah.
If Derrick Rose will stay healthy, he would be in my top 5.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You don't think he should be in? If he was healthy before
hell no. And I'm a diehard Chicago Bulls fan. When he first came to the league, and when he got the MVP that year, yes.
That's what I'm saying. But he got hurt the next year. So
we talking about right now, man.
Yeah, if he wouldn't have got injured.
Even if he is healthy. Well, if you're going back to then.
But that's what I asked you. I was saying if he never got healthy, do you think he could be in the top 5?
He had potential.
Okay.
That's all I can give you. Because I mean, you know what? I'm the type of person. I don't go by woulda, coulda, shoulda. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with the here and now. With that list, I hear what you're saying. Could he be top 5? We could say, okay, if that's the case, we could say Tony Parker if he stay healthy.
Because I was going to ask you about Tony. Like, what about Tony? Do you put him?
Tony got not now.
Not now. Yeah, he's kind of getting.
He's getting old, and his body don't agree with him when it comes to just slashing toward the basket. You know.
Right. No, I
know what? I tell you what, you got to be built a certain way if you the type of point guard slash toward the basket, because constantly if you keep attacking the basket, your lifespan in NBA is short. Ask Derrick Rose, ask AI. Slashing to the basket does not help you out.
So what about Damian Lillard?
Damian Lillard? Nah. I can't put them above the ones I just said.
Kemba Walker.
I like his swag. He always been a fighter, no matter what team he on. When he was at UConn, he was a fighter. When he was at Charlotte, he a fighter. No matter what, if he got a sorry team, he gonna battle to the end. I like his spunk. Top 5 now.
You know, Kemba Walker, he stepped up last year.
Yeah, he did. I ain't gonna say he stepped up last year. He just, you know what? Look at his stats. he always been there. He was on that sorry Charlotte Hornets team or Charlotte Bobcats, however you want to say
Right.
it, in the past. You know what I'm saying? He, like I just said, he's a warrior. He gonna fight to the end. He just didn't have
Right.
the team to back him up. Now he does. You know, they brought in I can't remember the center name. Used to play for Utah. But they steady bringing
you
it.
talking about, yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah. Al Jefferson.
There you go.
Al
Thank
Jefferson.
you.
Yeah.
You know, they bringing in people now, and as you can see, Charlotte's getting up there. They battling in the East. So
One more I have to add. Ty Lawson.
no. Then
If he wasn't, if he
man,
didn't have the alcohol problem.
that's a woulda, coulda, shoulda, man.
Right. Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So
You're right.
I can't put him in the top 5. I like my top 5. You know, and I always liked Mike Conley. I liked him when he was at Ohio State. I liked him when he came up in here. Is he overrated now? No, but I think when he first came into the league, he was overrated. I'm sorry, not overrated, underrated. He was underrated. But last year, this man had his face, literally had his face busted.
Right.
Got that mask, just like you said, put that mask on, dun, 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 try to save the day.
No, you're right. You're right. So, okay. So before we go to our commercial break, we're going to bring in a new segment. And first of all, shouts out to Vincent, the fantasy guru. Couldn't make it today with the odds and ahs, but it will be posted on the 3pointconversion.com website. The website.
I got to throw a shot. I don't think he came on because his Bills ain't playing. Just say.
They won though, but
never mind. Never mind.
You funny.
What's up, Vince? Shouts out to Vince, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
This new segment, what we have is going to be called "What's on My Mind," or basically, "What's on Your Mind."
Mm-hmm.
And this is a segment to where we're going to throw a 1 to 2 minute rant, and not even a rant, but just what we're concerned about in sports. It could be a player, it could be a team, it can be a rule, whatever. Just what's on my mind? What am I thinking about? What's bothering me? So I'm going to start it off, Glass. Can I do that?
Go ahead, bro.
So what's on my mind? Man, the Chicago Bulls, we let go of Tom Thibodeau. And now we have Fred Hoiberg. I always mess up saying his name.
Hoiberg. Mm-hmm.
And Hoiberg has changed the offense around. Now it's a wide open style. You might say, Mr. Controversy, that's great. Because it is now that opens up with the players you have. But this is what bothers me. So right now, you have Joakim Noah. He's not really you have Joakim Noah, which he was hurt last year. Joakim, Taj Gibson, Pau Gasol, even his new kid Portis, the rookie, all can play down low. But with his wide open style, everybody's at the 3-point line, and there's one in the middle. We won't be taking advantage of our advantage. And I'm nervous about that. Then with the defense, like we're scoring a lot of points in preseason, but we're scoring a lot of points. But with the points, there's no defense. And he even came out and said, hey, we need to concentrate on defense. Really? How are we going to concentrate on defense? We don't have Thibodeau. You're not a defensive coach. I'm kind of concerned, Glass. I don't know how it's going to shape out. I'm nervous. I think we're going to score maybe 104, 5 a game, probably more than that. But are we going to give up maybe 102, 104? Kind of nervous, Glass. That's what's on my mind today, man.
Can I relax your mind real quick?
Relax my mind, sir.
All right. Fred Hoiberg, I still got to see what he got to bring to the table. I love me sometime Thibodeau. But One thing I didn't like about Tom Thibodeau, he ran his favorites to the ground. You know
True.
what I'm saying? He ran their bodies down to the ground. You got, and I'm not saying McDermott was the answer. He had no defense, but he could score. There was times where we need him off the bench scoring. He wasn't there. Tony
Right.
Snell at the end of the year was dropping threes like rainbows. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You didn't use him did not use him in the postseason at all. Now, just like you said, we got Portis here. Okay. In the preseason, Bulls haven't won the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I like what I seen Portis. I think he had dropped 12 points, 11 rebounds one time. I seen McDermott drop 12 points. I seen Tony Snell drop 15 points. So I understand what you're saying. You looking for the defense, but I'm looking more so as you using the whole team during the season instead of just this group. Okay, when you use just a 7 man roster during the regular season, you don't know what you got for the postseason.
But Thibodeau didn't use. He always played the bench if they were available. Last year he didn't. He didn't trust the bench as much. Now we had a lot of injuries too, but you think when Thibodeau first came in, he played a lot of players like we were playing 10 deep.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
We first
only reason why we played the bench is because Taj Gibson was hurt at one thing. Taj Gibson, Joakim Noah, and I can't remember. There was 3 key players that was hurt at one time. That's the reason why he went deep on.
But remember, we had Boozer. Okay, I started lineup.
Wait, well, Boozer.
But I'm just what I'm saying. I'm going back. I'm saying at first, I'm going back, and I want to hear what's on your mind next. But we had D Rose. Remember we had that's probably why we played 10. Remember the shooting guard? What's his name? Start with a B. He was just defensive specialist. I can't think of his name. But anyway,
I just remember CJ
Bogans. We had Bogans.
Okay, yeah.
Bogans, and then we had Dang, Boozer, and Noah. Then the second roster, it would be C.J. Watson, point guard. The guy that came from Utah, he was like a defensive specialist too, but he was our shooting guard. He played shooting guard. Now, Dane would stay out there for most of the time. It would be Dane, but then you bring in Taj and the Sheik. Like, we would play 10 or 11 back then, but like you said, last year we didn't. But still, I don't know. It's just on my mind, Glass. I know you tried. It helped a little bit, but it's on my mind. What's on your mind, sir?
Okay, man. What the heck is Jim Caldwell still in the NFL? He is not a head coach. People, listen to what I'm about to tell you. He took over Tony Dungy in the Indianapolis Colts. They went 14-2. That year, 2009, they should have went 16-0. He gonna sit his players down for some garbage. Okay, they lost in the AFC Championship. The following year, 10-6. The following year, 2-14. So from when he had the team to 2011, they've been dropping each year. Okay, now let's fast forward to the Detroit Lions. They got rid of Jim Schwartz. I understand it was he let the patients run the asylum. But you get rid of him. But he was winning some games. You get rid of him, you bring in Steve Caldwell, 11-5 last year. This year, them Ninjas ain't won the game yet, 0-5. So when people gonna understand Jim Caldwell is not a head coach, he's too passive. He don't take care of business. Just look at the call when what was that? When Johnson almost had the touchdown. Seattle Cam Chancellor knocked the ball out. Ball went out of bounds. He didn't even make up a ruckus. I would have still been on that field going off. Y'all been finding me left and right. But I'm going to prove my point. He going to sit there and say, oh, we're going to go on to the next game. We got to leave this alone. We can't do nothing about it. Yes, you can do something about it. You got to make some noise, man.
Right.
So, yeah, that's how I feel. To me, it ain't even a concern because I don't really give two sense about the Detroit Lions because they're in my hometown Bears division. But just to let y'all know, y'all, there's other coaches out there who do better job than Jim Caldwell.
I agree, sir. I'm not gonna lie. I hear what you're saying. I can't relax your mind on that one, sir.
Matter of fact, Detroit Lions, don't get rid of them. Keep them.
Like I said, and the the podcast we have now, if you're a Bears fan, we have the Chicago Bears podcast, Talking Bears, outside the locker room. I thought Jim Schwartz took over the team. Yeah, I really did. But let's see. But anyway, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We will be back with our infamous Stop It segment. We will be back. Okay, and we're back. So this is time for our infamous Stop It segment. So Glass, I'm going to let you go first. You up to bat first. What you got, sir?
Man, dude, my Stop It person has to be Daniel Boobie Gibson, former NBA player of the Cleveland Cavaliers. He used to be the sidekick of LeBron James for 7 years for the Cavs. Done playing, he's done playing NBA basketball, and he is in favor of dropping bars. Yes. This knucklehead wants to be a rapper. He went on to Power 105, the Breakfast Club radio show in New York City Friday morning to announce he was leaving the NBA to pursue a career as a rapper. Boobie, number one, the NBA, you didn't quit the NBA, or you didn't retire from the NBA. The NBA retired you.
Right.
You wasn't playing last year. Number two, bruh, you 29 years old. What kind of rap game you got? What young Thundercat gonna listen to you? You 29, man. You supposed to have been starting this when you was 20. Heck, 18, 19, 20. You 29 years old, grown man with kids, bruh. Nah. So yes, Daniel Boobie Gibson gets mine.
Stop it. You're bugging. When he said he retired, yeah, I'm retiring. Retiring? Bro, we thought you was retired 5 years ago. What you talking about? Like, come on, man. Okay, so my Stop It moment might be a little serious, been crazy, but it's a Stop It moment. So we all know that Ronda Rousey loves to taunt Floyd Money Mayweather for his domestic violence his past in domestic violence accusations and his antics. And every second she goes after him. All of the time. Every time she's going after him. So remember when she won the award, she said, Floyd, how did it feel to get beat by a girl finally? Or for once? You know, just keep throwing these antics and everything. So now Ronda Rousey is dating Travis Brown, or I think it's Brownie Brown. Mm-hmm. And we're going to call him Brown. So Brown's estranged wife has accused him in the past of domestic violence. She even put out pictures in social media of her bruises. He got suspended. It was pending. Then they went on and they lifted the suspension and let him back in because, he was acquitted of it. So now he was acquitted of it. So now she's going to the police and she's going to drop charges. But this is the lady Ronda Rousey is dating. Stop it. What are you doing? So you keep taunting Floyd about domestic violence, but now you're dating this guy who's been accused, or basically his wife is saying that he has abused her. Whether you believe him or not, you didn't believe Floyd. So, and he said he didn't. It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
You know, now, because she thinks that Travis won't hit her, that could be it. But still, come on, man. You bugging, Rhonda. You losing points now. You're losing points. You're looking kind of silly right now.
I'm gonna go left field on this one.
She's still
I'm gonna go left field on this one,
You hear
bro.
me? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
She's still fine. But go ahead. What you got?
What is she? She might be a dominatrix. She might like to get hit. You didn't hear that from here.
Oh. So we have another one from the controversial Glass.
That's why she been poking. That's how she been poking at Floyd Mayweather. She likes. Okay, stop. Let's go move on, man.
Let's move on. Wow. All right. So, college football. Big week in college football, man. We have some outstanding games this week in college football. Now, before we get into our games, you brought this up, I think, 2 weeks ago, where Miss Jamel Hill, shouts out to Jamel Hill, she came out and said that the LSU running back, Fournette, should sit out, think about sitting out next year. And I think this was before Nick Chubbs got hurt.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
So Nick Chubbs got hurt last week, ladies and gentlemen. I think it was like the first play.
Gruesome hit.
And so now he's out for the year. Do you think that he should sit out the next year?
You know what? I understand. Go ahead.
Real quick. I want you to answer that, then tell me, how do you feel if he did?
We seen the last time somebody he didn't actually sit out. Javion Clowney, he haphazardly was sitting out, and we see how that ended up. I don't think a player should sit out if he feel that way about. Okay, first let me clear this up. Leonard Fournette already said he's not sitting out. He's gonna go down with his team. He's gonna fight with his team. I respect all that. I don't think a player should sit out, because then you'll mess up. You'll get rusty, and you go into the next level. You going from the college level to the next level, and you come in there rusty. You can't do that. Injuries gonna happen. To me, if I wouldn't go to Georgia for the simple fact something going on in Georgia. Ty Gurley just blew out his knee before he came into the NFL. Now you got Chubb blowing out his knee. So it might be something that's going on that Georgia needed to change. But there's other running backs that ran through schools and then come out hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I think I think a player should just play. Right. Don't worry about getting hurt. And once you worry about getting hurt, that's usually when you're hurt.
Right. I agree. I don't think he should sit out. I understand it, but you shouldn't sit out, man. You're cheating the game. And like I said on the show, shouts out to Lamont, the sportsologist, and Big TJ, the show on the some Blog Talk Radio. And here, Big TJ come on later on and give you details of that. But anyway, I was a guest on the show last week. Or basically, I just bombarded my way in and called in and said, hey, I'm going to be a guest today. But we talked about this situation, and I came out and said, it's cheating the game if you sits out because of that. You're playing scared. You're cheating the game, and it's not right. But if I was that Joker's father, he'd be sitting out next year.
Let me throw this spin at you real quick, business-wise, because college sports is a business. I don't care what anybody says. Forget the academics. Right. It's a business. Now, as much as I side for a student-athlete or athlete-student is where I see it, if I back an athlete-student, you can't come to my school. I'm paying you for your tuition. And don't get me wrong, I'm not backing colleges. But still and yet, they are paying your tuition, room, and board.
Right.
and you talking about you not playing this year?
Right.
No, we ain't having that.
No, we're not. Yeah. But he could just quit. I mean, that's what it is. That's what
You
they were
know what?
telling
Ain't nothing wrong. I think you know what? I would go with that. Go find you a trainer. Go out to California. Go out to Florida. Train for a year. Number one, you ain't playing, so they ain't worried about no tuition. You're getting healthy. That might be a nice little spin, because if my man did it in basketball, Brandon Jennings went overseas to play basketball instead of playing in college.
Right. That's what I was gonna
Hey,
say. Because now you might start a trend because
yeah.
now you will have players, wide receivers,
Mm-hmm.
different positions. Hey, you know what? I don't want to get hurt. Even though I think it'll be in the wide receivers' favorite to play
Yeah.
because you usually shine your junior year because you get it. But
Yeah.
yeah, you don't want to start a trend.
Yeah. Colleges don't want that to happen.
Right.
Colleges, you know what I'm saying? They losing money, and to hell with the colleges. Like I'm for the players, but Fournette could go, and then you have a day, what you call that, players day, where you have all the scouts come out there to see what you can
Right.
do.
The pro
Hey,
day. Yeah, the pro day. Right.
we might
Hey,
start something. We
but
might have
look,
set something up.
it Gurley, I mean, he didn't sit out, even though I came on and said he should have, but he was out because of an injury.
Mm-hmm.
Gurley doesn't look too shabby.
He bowling
That
for a
dude.
man who blew out his
Bowling.
ACL. Man,
Yeah, I forgot he tore his ACL. You're
yeah,
right, man. That dude is balling.
yeah.
So let's get on with the games. You know what, Glass? I'm throwing a curveball. I wanted to talk about the Iowa versus Northwestern. I don't want to talk about that game, even though Big Ten is beloved.
Mm-hmm.
They're dear to my heart. But it's a game where Notre Dame is playing USC, old school rivalry. Do you think USC will bounce back?
They could. They could. Again, they moved up their offensive coordinator to head coach. They had, like I just told you earlier, they had one of the top recruiting classes last year going into this year. Notre Dame, I heard what you said, old school rivalry. Nah, they ain't not like it was back in the day, but it's still a nice little rivalry.
Right.
I think USC could shock the world, but I'll put my money on Notre Dame. I don't know if they need another week to transition from losing Sarkisian and bringing in this man, but it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, I will go with. I'm going with the shocker. I'm saying USC pulls it out. Forget that. Even though I love Notre Dame's team, man, I like the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I like the team. I like the makeup of the team. I thought they should have beaten Clemson. You were right, but
Mm-hmm.
that was a hell of a game. I know
Yeah, it was. It was.
that was 2 weeks ago, but I just had to bring that up because I hadn't seen my Coles in 2 weeks. So, but yeah, I'm going Notre Dame with it. I mean, I'm going USC. I think they're going to shock Notre Dame on this, man. I think the players are going to. I don't know if they were big fans of Sarkisian anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, with all the issues he had anyway, but I think he lost the team.
Yeah.
So I'm going with USC. I'm with you. Well, no, you said Notre Dame. I'm
No,
going
I
with
said
USC.
Notre Dame.
That's
Okay.
right. I'm going with USC. All right. So now the Alabama Crimson Tide versus Texas A&M. Who do you have, sir?
Man, listen. It hurts my heart to say this because I hate Alabama. I'm a Tennessee Volunteer fan. My family from Tennessee. My wife's family from Alabama. So that just goes to show you that God have jokes. Alabama, what I seen last week when they played, was it last week or week before last when they played Georgia?
Right.
And steamrolled them fools?
Right.
Who does Texas A&M have? I understand they're undefeated, but man.
I don't know, man. They have, I mean, you can't forget the quarterback.
It's controversial. Last time I was here, you told me you loved the running back for the Alabama.
Yeah, he's not playing
He's
well.
about to. Oh, he's not.
No, no, he's
Oh,
not playing like I thought he would play. He's not. No, he's not playing well.
oh, he's not playing well, but he is playing.
You say it again?
He's not playing well, but he is playing.
Yeah, he's not playing well.
Oh, he'll redeem himself on this game. I'm going with Alabama. I hate to say that.
But okay? You dismissing Kyle Allen for the quarterback for Texas A&M, and he's been playing.
You dismissing the Alabama defense.
Yeah, now see, and you know what? That's what it comes down to. I was thinking that D line is the best D line in college football.
Mm-hmm.
That D line might be better than Miami Dolphins D line, even with Sue and all of them players the way Miami Dolphins playing. But this D line is serious. So with this D line, and I don't know, man. Kyle Allen is nice, and he's been playing great for Texas A&M. You know, both teams they average 188 yards a game rushing, but the passing game, of course, for Texas A&M is way over Alabama's head. You know, as far as when it comes to passing.
Okay.
But that D line, which they can get pressure, and if they do get pressure on Allen, Allen's going to throw 2 pick sixes, and Alabama's going to run away with it.
Okay.
But if they don't, I see Texas. So you say, who are you picking?
I'm going Alabama.
Alabama, man. I'm going Alabama. Yeah. Right now, I think they got that loss out the way.
Yeah, exactly.
And this team is focused now.
Yeah.
So I have Alabama.
You can't really go against Nick Saban because Nick Saban charge up a team after a loss.
No, you can't. You're right. You can't. Yeah. So what about this game, the Magic Johnson game? Michigan State versus Michigan.
Michigan State always been there. Michigan State started in the top 10. Did I say Michigan? No, Michigan State. I don't know if I said Michigan State. Michigan State started in the top 10. Michigan just fell into the top. I don't know if they top 10, top 25. They just fell in top 25 because of Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh changed that team around. He's known to change the teams around, especially when he first get there. So Michigan State got the hellified defense. They're playing in Michigan State.
No, you sure they're playing? I thought they were playing. They're playing in Michigan State.
Oh no! You're right. They're playing in Michigan.
Yeah.
I'm still going Michigan State. They've been there, done that. Michigan is because the reason I say that because Michigan State has some underclassmen that's been there sophomore, junior year. So they've been there, done that. They battle tested. Michigan, they just came to the party this year. So Michigan State gonna lay down. Now, let me just put this out there. Now that you messed up Magic Johnson's statue, you just gave him some blackboard material. So yeah, I'm going with Michigan State over Michigan.
You know, man.
Sometimes you just don't touch the gods, man.
No, you're right. You know, Connor Cook. It'd be awesome if Magic showed up at this game.
Right.
But
he might.
Yeah, he might. Connor Cook, though, he's been playing great football, man. He's got 12 touchdowns with 2 picks. He's been leading his team. Like you said, the defense is nice, but Cook is no slouch. But at the same time, Harbaugh had these boys believing.
They looking good. They got that swag.
And you look at the 49ers, like you said, it's the same way everywhere he goes, he's been doing this. Stanford, San Fran, and now Michigan. And like I said, man, I think I gotta go with Michigan.
What? I'm just playing with you.
I gotta go with Michigan.
They 5-1. You know what I'm saying? So you got a 5-1 going up against the undefeated. And I just seen it that Michigan State is 7, Michigan is 12. It's gonna be this might be the game of the week when it comes to college football to me.
Yeah, this is gonna be a big game. And if Michigan, I'll say this: if Michigan wins this game, Michigan has a chance to be ranked number one when they beat Ohio State.
Oh, you already got them beating Ohio State, bro.
If they win this game, they're beating Ohio State. If
Whoa.
Michigan
Okay.
win this game, they're running the table, which running the table is not that hard in this
Right.
division. I mean, in this conference, but still, you beat Ohio State. They're running the table, which I think they will get in the as far as regular season, but I think they will get to the championship game.
Okay.
Yeah, he got
Make it to the playoff. Oh wait, make it to the playoffs or make it to the championship
no,
game?
make it to the playoff. I'm sorry,
Okay.
make it to the playoff and get to the national title game.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So Michigan's winning this game. That's my prediction.
Okay.
The last game, Florida Gators versus LSU.
Ooh.
Now, let me ask you: with Greer being suspended,
That hurts.
right? But they have this kid named Treon Harris. Like I said, most of the country we don't know what he can do, but hearing a lot of things that he's a good quarterback. This who they didn't rule him out. This is who they were thinking of putting in. They thought he was going to get a chance, but the way Florida's been playing and Greer's been playing, he hadn't had a chance. So, do you think that Florida still can come up big, or do you think that the team is mad and upset because of the suspension, especially before this big game?
I think the team is mad because of the suspension, and they might change a little something during this game. But once again, Greer's out. You bring another quarterback in. He got a different style. I don't know if he meshes with the wide receivers because they don't need that passing game up in there because the running game going to be shut down.
Right.
LSU got a good rush defense. I think they ranked 10, 12, something like that. So they're going to stop there. You got to have the passing game. On the other end, Leonard Fournette.
Right.
I don't know if Florida got the defense to stop that juggernaut right there. LSU, defensively, they're kind of shady. You know what I'm saying? They are all right, but I would just force feed Fournette until Florida just say we give up. Is it going to be played in Florida or is it going to be played in LSU?
That game is in the swamp.
LSU. Okay. No, it's in LSU.
I'm saying Death Valley. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Not Death Valley, but
LSU. Just
I can't think now.
I can't remember the name myself either. But yeah, I'm going LSU over Florida. Just for some effect. Leonard Fournette, and they got the rush defense to stop whatever Florida got to throw at them.
Yeah, I think the players are upset, man, about the suspension.
Okay, wait. But what they got to be upset about? My man did it wrong.
But why? Yeah, but
now you could be upset. You could be upset for him having a year suspension. But the man should have checked in.
No, you're right. But they're taking this is the Mark Richt Georgia Bulldogs way of doing things. We're going to suspend them and do the right thing. I guarantee if he was in Alabama, we wouldn't have heard about this. Shouts out to my Crimson Tide fan base. If we were in Auburn, if this happened in Auburn, you wouldn't hear about this. Shoot, if it was in Ohio State, you would hear about it because Ohio State, I guess they always get in trouble. So it always comes out. But yeah, so I think
you got enough bullets in that gun because you throwing shots left and right, bro.
Pow, 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 pow. But I'm just saying, man, that's the truth.
Right.
Why would you just I don't know, man. I don't think the players will be I think they will rebel against Florida. Some of them because they were forming this morale and this bond. They were winning games that they shouldn't have been winning. And I just don't think that the players are happy with this decision. So because of that, I see LSU running away. It won't be as a game like we thought it was going to be. Then they're going to run away with this game, and they're going to blow out the Gators. So that concludes our college talk. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with my man, the one and only, the bearded one, or the goateed one, the fro man, Big TJ. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Did you miss me? I had to throw that in, man. I just felt like saying it. My voice is getting better, so we're going to baseball fans. We're going to get to the playoffs. Trust me, but we're going to talk football right now. We have a special guest. My man that filled in did an excellent job last week, and I got to say thanks for having me on the show. Even though I came in without asking, so I do apologize. But let's bring in our man, Big TJ. What's going on, Big TJ?
Yo.
I think TJ is having technical problem because this picture of him with this green hat or whatever. That's why I call him the bearded one. Keeps popping up.
Man.
Big TJ, you there?
My man got the Linus hat with the holes in it.
How you gonna talk about him? He can't defend himself.
That's my brother. Yeah. I guess that is wrong. You got to be on here to defend yourself.
You're wrong about that. He gonna hear this man and go off. We having technical problems with TJ, but hey, we're bringing him on because we're gonna talk NFL. We're gonna talk picks. We have 4 important games coming up, 4 big games, and actually the games that we're going to be talking about is Cincinnati going against Buffalo, Arizona going to Pittsburgh, the undefeated Panthers going to play Seattle Seahawks, and the undefeated New England Patriots travel to Indianapolis to play the get back at you game. The Indianapolis Colts. Payback. Okay, so Glass, I'm gonna let you go first. TJ's working out. We're gonna get him in shortly.
What game we working on first?
We're going with the Cincinnati Buffalo game.
Okay. If Tyrod Taylor was playing, I would definitely wholeheartedly pick the Buffalo Bills. But since my man got horse-collared, sprained his MCL, and I'm just going to put it out there right now, I hate the fact that my man, he should have got kicked out the game right then and there. Because horse collar is a serious offense to me. A lot of players have been injured because of horse collar. So it should be more serious than what it is. But with that being said, now you're bringing in E.J. Manuel. That's a big drop-off because I don't trust E.J. Manuel more than I could. He can't throw the football more than I could throw him. Just put it like that. You're going up against Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton on the roll. I've always said Andy Dalton is a great, stupendous regular season quarterback. Mm-hmm. It's the playoffs where I have problems with. I think he's on the roll. I got to think that whole team is on the roll. Like I said, Tyrod Taylor should have been playing. I would have won with the Bills, but since he's not, I think the Cincinnati Bengals will continue to be undefeated. They're going to go into Buffalo, win this game, and go up to 6-0.
Wow. Okay. I hear you. Big TJ, you there? Okay, Big TJ, you still having technical problems. That's fine. He can't hear. That's fine. Yeah. So let me go in. I'm gonna throw my pick in.
Okay.
The Buffalo-Cincinnati game. You're right. Tyrod Taylor, if he doesn't play, that's going to be a huge drop-off. Mm-hmm. You're right. They haven't listed him out yet, right?
Who? Tyrod?
Did they say he's out?
He's out. He got a sprained MCL. He ain't going to be able to walk on that.
Yeah, he keeps saying he want to play.
Yeah, I could. Yeah. I want $1 million too, but
Yeah, we'll see. So I have. Let me see, man. I didn't know that, man. But okay, I'm gonna still go with Buffalo. And the reason why I say Buffalo is because I think Rex Ryan, if anybody could come up with a defense, a recipe to stop the Cincinnati Bengals, it's going to be Rex Ryan. And I think he's ready for this challenge. And they're getting Shady back. So even if Tyrod doesn't play, Shady's coming back. Now, Shady 100%? No, he's not. But still, 80% Shady is better than most backs in this league. And I think he's going to get a heavy dose if he could sustain as far as his health. And I think he's going to come in and they're going to beat Cincinnati 14-13. But real quick, with this Andy Dalton, do you think Andy Dalton, we've been hearing these remarks that Andy Dalton could be the MVP.
Whoa.
So should we hit the stop it button on that?
Yeah, please do. Hit it right now.
I got you.
Thank you.
I got you.
No.
MVP. I agree. Somebody it's been coming up as if
he had one. Yeah, he had maybe one. He definitely had one phenomenal game. I can't remember 2, 3. No, man. And I don't know where he ranks with his quarterback ranking, but nah, dude. Nah. He ain't at MVP status right now, I don't think.
Right. So no, I agree. So like I said, I'm going Buffalo 14-13. Okay. So we want to bring in the one and only Big TJ. He was messing around with us. What's going on, man?
What's happening, baby? How we doing?
Hey, wait. I'm telling. So Glass was over here talking about you because the picture she kept coming up, bruh, with the green. I don't know what that was.
With the green Scully.
Green Scully. He was clowning you, man. I was like, that's not right, man. That's
Yo,
not
look.
Oh, man, listen, man. I wasn't clowning you. I'm just stating the fact that that must be your favorite hat. Because my man had a hole right here, and he was full, bro.
No, see, first off, that wasn't a Scully. I was doing yard work. That was just a T-shirt that I wear when I'm doing yard work. All right, and I realized that whenever I got on, I looked at myself. I was like, "Dang, I'm still wearing the same shirt. I need to fix that."
Oh man,
so we just
my bad.
So we just got done talking about we just got done with our picks as far as the Cincinnati Buffalo game. What is your pick with that Cincinnati Buffalo game? What is your analysis?
I'm going Cincinnati in that game. Not because I'm buying the hype that Dalton is going to be an MVP or anything. It's just that team is playing some complete ball right now. And when I look at what Buffalo's doing, I'm not sold. They started out hot, but we see that the Colts team they beat, it was a flash in the pan. The Colts are not what we thought they were going to be, or what a lot of people thought they were going to be. So I can't give credit to Buffalo for beating them anymore now that we see what the Colts have become. So the Buffalo Bills are a subpar team right now, and now we see, the Bengals are going to win that game.
True. Now, Buffalo did. Now, I feel you, but they beat the snot out of the Indianapolis Colts. Like, most teams haven't beaten Colts like that. It's just been good games. So I give them a little bit of credit. You know what I'm saying? But then again,
no.
You don't?
No credit at all for that, man. Because look, Andrew Luck has the exact same amount of interceptions as Jameis Winston does. So I can't give Andrew Luck any love at all. Shout outs to the Bengals on this game.
Okay, we're going to talk about that game later on, the Indianapolis Colts. So
wait, before we move on, you thought Sammy Watkins was crying he wasn't getting the ball. Wait till you get up in this game.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about with EJ? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. All right, so moving on. Let's go to the Arizona Cardinals versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Big TJ, you up first, sir?
I don't even think we necessarily need to go too deep into this one. I like what the Steelers did in their last win. Shouts out to Vic for getting the win and giving the haters something to hate on, but it won't happen in this game. I think the Cardinals are just a little bit too tough, a little bit too complete as far as that defense and that offense is concerned. You got Larry Fitzgerald playing some inspired ball right now, and Chris Johnson is running like he's still in at ECU. So, yeah, I like the Cardinals in this game.
All right, Glass, what you got?
My question to y'all. Arizona Cardinals was on the bye week last week? No, they weren't on the bye week. Who they played last week?
They were.
Who they play?
Detroit.
Okay, yeah, they were on the bye week. Yeah.
They were on the bye week.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? That's a good fluffer team after losing to the St. Louis Rams. But anyway.
Hey, wait. What did we call that, TJ, last week? I don't know if you missed it, Glass. That's like when Alabama, when they play Walmart University.
Walmart U.
Yeah, so that's what that was.
Costco College.
Costco, right.
Enterprise U.
Texaco State University.
Texaco State, baby. They teach you how to pump that gas.
That's what you're measuring in, baby. Cash register. Yeah, go ahead. What you got?
Oh, my gosh. Okay, with that being said, I'm definitely going with the Cardinals on this one. I like I said, I think the Steelers was heading for a great season before Big Ben got hurt. Mike, all they asking Mike Vick to do is hold the ship until he gets back. I don't know if he's coming back this week. I keep on hearing rumors that Big Ben's supposed to be coming back this week. But with that being said, I like the Arizona Cardinals. As long as they keep Carson Palmer healthy, they're going to go far. They're 4-1. They're going to move up to 5-1. They're going to beat the Steelers.
All right. So I have the Steelers winning.
Why am I not shocked?
I have the Steelers winning.
Come on now.
Hey, let's think about it. The last time.
Explain yourself.
Okay. So the last time they played a team with a running back, Arizona, what happened? Somebody with a previous torn MCL or ACL put 159 things on them, right? They couldn't stop them, and they lost. Why? Because they controlled the game. I definitely understand that Vic is the quarterback, but with Le'Veon Bell, they're not going to be able to stop Le'Veon Bell. You look at Nick Foles, Mike Vick, right now they're the same quarterback. Mike Vick might be a little better. So I have Pittsburgh. Arizona is not that great road team. So and even when they played Chicago, they beat the Bears. You have to remember the Bears were going neck and neck with them until Cutler got hurt. After that, then you have Cheddar Bob come in, and of course Bears have no quarterback. And then what happened? Arizona went out. But like I said, the defense is not that good. Arizona. Look at the teams they're playing. They're not that good, man. What happened? They played a St. Louis Rams team. No, you saw what happened. No offense. But when
I'm sorry, Mr. Controversy. You must have dementia. You must have dementia, bro. You was at the game, and you didn't see punt return, first play of the game, punt return. Okay, Larry Fitzgerald caught three touchdowns, and you say it was a close game?
No. I said it was close. It was close. We kept scoring until Cutler got hurt. Remember, it was tied 14-14. They didn't stop us. They didn't stop the Bears until Cutler got hurt. When Cutler threw that pick and got hurt, it was a wrap. Then we couldn't drop. As a matter of fact, we went down and scored 2 times field goals, but we had no quarterback. But like I said, when they played St. Louis Rams with a running back, what happened? You think Nick Foles right now is better than Mike Vick? No. So, and that was in Arizona. All I'm saying is when they play a team with a good running back, just watch. I have Pittsburgh. And right now, like I said, that was a big win for Pittsburgh. The bond, the morale is up. They believe in each other. Pittsburgh winning that game. I will talk about this game next week.
No. You make sure you on Twitter tomorrow, bro.
I will be. We're gonna and I'm hitting both of y'all up.
Please do.
So let's move on to the next game. Big TJ, you behave.
All right.
The Carolina Panthers versus the Seattle Seahawks. Go ahead, Big TJ. Who you have?
Where do I start?
No,
No, in all honesty, keeping it clean, I have to give props to Carolina. Being in North Carolina, you got to show love to the Panthers. The Panthers, if this is a year for them to get over their difficulties against Seattle, I think this is the year for them to do that. I like Cam more than I like Russell. I'm not going to attack Russell because I know controversy is expected me to. So I'm not going to use this as a platform to attack Russell. I'm just saying that Carolina is playing some inspired ball right now, and that defense is playing some good ball as well. I mean, when you see Russell Wilson is not going to be able to make a mistake with Norman, number 24, on the opposite side. He's showing himself to be a good corner. Now, I mean, hold on now. And you're looking at gelling issues on the side of the ball as far as Seattle's concerned. Offensively, they don't look like they're playing together as a team. That offensive line is not necessarily blocking very well for Russell. You know, they're not getting the best out of Jimmy Graham, or at least what New Orleans was able to get out of him. So I'm saying, this is just me talking. I got choked up because I wanted to say something bad. Stupid. Carolina's going to win this game. It might not be a blowout either way, but Carolina's going to win.
All right. Glass.
Oh, I'm going to try to keep this clean. I like Carolina Panthers. I understand they're undefeated. What are they, 5-0? Yeah, no, they're 4-0. They're coming off a bye.
Right.
Cam Newton, he is a good quarterback. Could be, I think, top 10, top 15. But they didn't get any offense for him. They didn't get any wide receivers. And for all the people that said Ginn is a number one receiver, shoot yourself.
No. Say it again. Oh. For all those who said what?
Ted Ginn Jr. is a number one wide receiver.
Pause.
Who said that?
Pause.
Oh.
Okay, Go ahead. I had to hit the stopper button. Go ahead.
Okay. Especially Panther fans. Big Q. Shouts out to Big Q, Panther fan, and all them Panther fans out there. No run game. He has no offense. It's just Cam Newton and the Carolina defense. They going up to C-Link. They're going up against Seattle Seahawks. I understand what Big TJ just got through saying. The offense kind of shady, but that defense is rugged. They got Cam Chancellor, a.k.a. Bam Bam, a.k.a. the Predator. Somebody going to get hurt in this game. He still got a whole lot of punishing to give out.
No.
So, just because that defense they're playing in Seattle, Russell Wilson, he is not known to make a lot of mistakes. Cam Newton going to have to sit there and try to fend for himself, and he's going to make a couple of mistakes. Not a lot, but a couple of mistakes. It's going to be a close game. Seattle-Carolina game is always close. If anybody go into C-Link and play a good game, it is Carolina. But I think, once again, they're going to fall short, and the Seattle Seahawks will win this game.
12-3. That's going to be the score. It's going to be like a normal – it might be 12-6, but a normal Seattle-Carolina game. Always ugly. They're always ugly. But in Carolina, usually have the lead, and then Seattle finds some way to come back and, score touchdown or field goal. That's not going to be the case today because – Like this is what I'm saying. Carolina has been playing exceptionally well. I like how Cam Newton has composed himself. I like that. He's to me, I think he's been an MVP candidate. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because he doesn't have the yards or the glamorous stats, but if you look at the make of that team and the way he's carried that team and put him on his shoulder, yes. But you're going against a Seattle defense with all you have is Greg Olsen. And we all know tight ends disappear when they go to Quest Field. We know it never fails. So Jonathan Stewart, I'm not saying he's going to get injured because I don't wish injury on no one, but he might limp out the game. You know what I'm saying? He might have to take a few snaps out because we know how Jonathan Stewart is. He's plastic. But I I just don't see no one else stepping up. Like I said, Ted Ginn, I don't see him balling out. He might burn Richard Sherman for a deep pass just because of speed. You know, Richard Sherman's not fast. But other than
Oh, wow.
he's not fast at all. He's not fast at all. But other than that, I don't see Carolina scoring enough points. Now, Seattle, on the other hand, you're right, Big TJ. The line, there's no continuity. There's no they can't block. You know what I'm saying? He's running for his life against that defense. He's going to have a long day, but he will escape, make up big pass. You know how Russell do. And beast mode is back. And now let me say this, because we're on the three-point conversion sports lines. We're not on the show. Shout out to Sports Odds and Big TJ. So I don't have to worry about TJ getting the last word like I was cut off. Yes, I'm bringing it up, baby. I'm talking about that. Go listen to the show last week, y'all. He's going to give you all the details. He didn't let me finish to say what I wanted to say, so I'm saying it now. But for real, honestly, with Beast Mode being back, he might not get 130 yards, but he's like Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. Even if they're hurt, you have to honor and respect beast mode. So you have to bring that extra guy up. Bring that extra guy up. Russell now, he's going to have open receivers to throw. Norman, he's a good cornerback, but he's not better than Ronald Darby. I like Ronald Darby. Norman's nice, though, but I like Ronald Darby. But anyway, Norman been getting some freebies, though. Jameis Winston threw him some freebies. You know that. But I have Seattle beating Carolina in this game. TJ, I'm going to let you rebuttal. Go ahead.
Thank you.
I'm not going to be like God. You.
All right. First off, thank you for being a bigger man than me. Thank you for being big controversy that's better than Big TJ. So, bruh, you got beast mode. I give you that. Beast mode coming off injury. He hadn't played in 2 weeks. But even before he went down, he wasn't running like he ran in the past. I'm saying, bruh, here's
Go ahead.
At some point in time, we knew that the mileage was low, slowly but surely started to catch up with Marshawn Lynch. This is the season where we're going to see his decline. All those people that drafted him in the first round of fantasy are feeling real bad this year because he's starting to decline. So, yeah, I can understand why you want to use him as a point of reference to say, all right, they're going to depend on him, and for that reason, no, stop that. Stop. I want to use your tagline against you. Every point you made, I wanted to say stop it. Like, for real?
I hit it for you. Okay, go ahead.
Here's what I'll say right here. If Jimmy Graham has over 100 yards, I give Seattle a better shot of winning the game because that means Jimmy Graham is getting involved and stuff like that. Don't make that face glass. You got a better shot of seeing 100 yards from Jimmy Graham than you doing 100 yards from beast mode. That's what I'm going to say for this week right here. And that's a game manager throwing him the ball. Yeah, I said
it. Game manager.
I had to change position so I could get my butterfly wings.
Go ahead.
I co-sign Big TJ's tweet and his statement right here.
Wow. So, look, all I'm saying is Russell Wilson has looked better than your quarterback, Glass, so don't say anything about Russell Wilson. Now, am I lying? So let's be real. Is he playing better than Peyton Manning right now?
Listen, man, I keep it real. Everybody playing better than Peyton Manning. Dude, 40 years old, man. Come on.
Right. But honestly, I feel what you're saying, but you're still going to have to – I'm not saying – Beast Mode is getting 100 yards. You just have to honor him because he's back there. Right now, you have to. And because of that, Jimmy Graham will get single coverage. Mm-hmm. The receivers, when Russell's running around doing all he's doing, Norman's going to finally get, Norman to see like, man, this dude Wilson is hard to, play against because you can't. It's hard to cover somebody for 6-7 seconds. And I'm not just saying because of Norman. I'm saying any cornerback. That wide receivers in Seattle is garbage, but they get open because you know how Russell do. But anyway, I have Seattle winning. Go ahead.
I mean, it's not related to the game, right? Okay. So normally, whenever we're picking a game, we can be picking a game between two AFC teams. You find a way to put Chicago in your conversation.
I didn't say nothing about what I said about.
No, hold on. Can I finish?
Go ahead.
And you defend Russell Wilson with such ferocity. Like, if Russell Wilson ever played for Chicago, I would get out of the radio game again because you wouldn't know how to act.
Hey, you know that's my favorite player, dog. That's my favorite player in the NFL.
I've never heard somebody say their favorite player is a game manager. Like, I'm waiting on
how's it a game man? All right, let's go to the next game. We're going to have a straight show on game managers the next time he's on the show, okay? We're moving on because you're going to get me started. So we won't finish the show if we keep talking about that.
That's about like me saying my favorite player is a kicker.
But your favorite team is Philadelphia Eagles. So hush.
Man, I love Sebastian Janikowski.
So look, the next game, the New England Patriots going against the Indianapolis Colts, the revenge game from both sides.
I'll go first. I'm just gonna keep it real. Patriots gonna whoop that ass, man. No doubt. There's no question about it. This is the team that got Tom Brady in trouble. This is the team that made the Patriots lose 2 draft picks. Bill Belichick, he always had an axe to grind when you do something against them. He just gonna let them go at it and ain't gonna let up. It's not even gonna be a close game. Definitely, I'm gonna say it's gonna be something like 37-14.
Wow. Okay.
And we still don't know what we got in Andrew Luck.
Right.
Nothing.
Go ahead. Who you got, TJ?
I'm taking the Patriots not because I think the Patriots are all that great. I think I'm taking the Patriots because of how horrible Indianapolis is playing right now. And it kills me to say that because I like Frank Gore. I like Andre Johnson. I like those guys coming in. I thought that they would bring some leadership, and I think they have. But the thing about it is that offensive line cannot give the quarterback time. They're actually playing better with Hasselbeck than they were whenever they had Luck in the game. But, you know, when I look at that Indianapolis defense, I don't see them being able to stop LeGarrette Blount. And that's something that we've seen in the past couple of matchups between these two teams. I don't care about Tom Brady. He cheated. I mean, I don't really care, you know, what he has to bring to the game. I don't even really care what Belichick has to bring to the game. I don't have enough confidence in the Colts to say that they've got what it takes to beat the Patriots. But the Patriots' record so far, being 4-0, who have they played? I'm not about to crown them champions. They ain't playing nobody.
Right. Okay, so I'm going Indianapolis. I think they're going to
man, slap yourself.
Let me explain why.
No, wait. First,
explain why.
You have to press the stop it button, right?
No.
Yes,
Let me explain why.
You can't hold the stop it button and press that button right now for me.
I got you. I'll explain why.
Okay.
The reason why is the fact that, like I said, this is a revenge game. Even though I don't think the deflated balls had anything to do with that butt whipping they gave Indianapolis, but Indianapolis felt like they were cheated. And we all know in all sports, whether it's NFL, NBA, MLB, or NHL, when a team wants to show up another team, they feel like this is a revenge game, that team plays their hardest all the time. We've seen it. So, like, we've seen the New England-Buffalo game when New England played Buffalo on that Monday night, infamous Monday night, and the kicker had like 2 field goal kicks, and I think he missed it, or I forgot how it ended up. But they played New England tough. You know, this is how it is. And I think Luck was playing pretty well his last time playing against Tennessee Titans, right? Andre Johnson looks like he's gotten a little life into him. Frank Gore is running the ball nice. You know what I'm saying? He's doing a great job running the ball. I'm telling you, T.Y. Hilton is getting healthier. This team will be ready to play, and I think they will upset. Now, they're not going to blow them out, but I think this is going to play the best game in the century, and I think they're going to upset New England just because of that reason. If that didn't happen last year, New England would dominate this game. But because of the revenge aspect, I have the Colts winning that game.
Look, the Colts win. You see this big old mug right here? I will buy you one, and I will send it to you.
Okay.
This is a grown man drink right here. I will send it to you. if the Colts win, but that's not happening, bro.
I see. I see. I'm taking you up on that. So that concludes the picks. TJ, I don't know if you have to run, right? Or
no, we good. My kids at the park right now. We good.
okay. So we're going to transition to our last segment, which is Major League Baseball, the playoffs. The Chicago Cubs travel to New York Mets to play, and this guy is from Chicago. Glass has a New York Mets jersey and hat, and he lives in Chicago. Bro, don't be mad because the White Sox are garbage. I support the White Sox. They're garbage.
See, you know what? Let me tell you something right now. I'm just going to end this right now. I've heard it all day yesterday. I've heard it this morning. Everybody that does not live in Chicago anymore always say, "Oh, I support the Chicago team." No, man, dude, it don't work that way. If you go roll with the White Sox, you stay with the White Sox. If you roll with the Cubs, you stay with the Cubs. Everybody from Maryland, from Arizona, from Atlanta. Oh, I root for all Chicago teams. That's because you don't live in Chicago anymore. You can do that.
Yep.
You can do that.
Yes, yep.
I can't sit here and walk around here. I got all kind of White Sox gear around here. How am I going to walk out in the streets with Cub gear on?
I feel you.
All right? Let me just clear that up right now. And the Mets are my second team. TJ, I know how you feel about people who had multiple teams and different sports. It's all good, bro. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
So,
but
with this game, this is the matchup that everybody, I think, really dreamed about, wanted to happen, because you have the Mets. They haven't won the World Series since '86, and the Cubs hadn't won since, I think,
since they've been driving Model T Fords.
Oh, I thought it was when I thought Jesus was at the game last time they won the World Series, but
for sure.
But so now, Mets have a great pitching staff, and tonight Harvey he opens up the game, and he's going against Lester. Take the biasness out, Glass. I'm gonna ask TJ, so I'm gonna give you a chance to do that, and I'm gonna try my best to do it also. But this is a fan show, so whatever. You tell me what you want and what you think. But TJ, who do you have in this? First of all, who do you have in the game, first of all? Today's game one.
Tonight, man, this is a tough one. With Lester on the mound for the Cubs and Harvey going against Harvey, it's hard to pick against Harvey. I think Harvey's got, a little bit more stank to throw than Lester does. So I have the Mets winning tonight. But as far as the series is concerned, I think the Cubs are going to pull out the series, bro. And I know that by the time I get the opportunity to be on again, the series will be over with. Let's go ahead and bring Bartman out of hiding. Let's bring Bartman out of hiding, man. I want to see this guy. And, he's been stuck hiding since the last time they were deep in the playoffs, man. So, yeah, I got the Mets winning tonight, but I got the Cubs winning the series. They got some history behind them. Wow. Sorry, Glass. No disrespect. Represent where you're from. Don't tell me you got a second team. Holla at your boy.
What you think? Your analysis on game one?
Definitely, I'm going with Matt Harvey. Matt Harvey got more spunk than John Lester, more fire than John Lester. I think the Mets going to win game one. Of course, I think the Mets going to win the whole series, but it's going to go the full 7 games. When we come back next week, TJ, we will be talking about game 7.
All
right. Series-wise, I ain't going to – listen, as much as I hate the Cubs, I give y'all credit. Y'all look good. Y'all got some bats. And, of course, you guys beat us, 7 in a row?
Yeah, we beat y'all all 7 games.
All 7 games. I understand that. But then again, we didn't have Cepedus. We didn't have Eric Campbell. We didn't have Johnny Monell. And we didn't have Daryl Cicilline on the roster. Our pitching staff, Jacob DeGrom, Matt Harvey, Noah Syndergaard.
They were all there.
Bartolo Colon. I understand that. I already told you who wasn't there. I'm just telling you my pitching staff going up against your pitching staff. I understand you got Jake Arrieta won 22 games. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. But we got the pitching staff that won at average 14 to 15 games, man. I'll put my pitching staff against your bats. So yes, Mets will squeak this.
How many games did y'all win?
None.
Against us? Okay.
Did you hear what?
Didn't they all pitch?
Are you autistic? Are you autistic? I told you we didn't have Cepedis, Campbell, Monell, and Cecilini. Dude, it's a whole new team right now. Yes. You know what? You can win all 7 games. You win those 7 games, we'll win not all 7 games, but we'll win the game 7 this series.
Okay, fair enough. And I don't understand why you all keep saying Harvey has more spunk. We're talking about the playoffs. This is not the regular season. We all know. Hold on. We all know.
That's the man that just said how many games I win during the regular season.
I'm talking about pitching. When it comes to pitching, we all know Lester is made for the playoffs. The game that we lost to the Cardinals, the first game he pitched in, right? He only allowed 1 run going into the 8th inning. Come on, man. He's made for the playoffs. He was like that in Boston. Wherever he was like that. That's what he's made for. Harvey, this is a new era for him now. This is a new, not era, but this is a new position for him because it's pressure now, you know. Hey, you're supposed to be this big ace. You're supposed to be the franchise. What are you going to do? I'm not saying he's going to pitch horribly. I think he's going to pitch a very good game. But going up against Mr. Playoffs? Nah, man, I got Lester coming out. I got the Cubs winning 3-1 tonight. The series, can I take a pass on it? I have to.
No, you can't take a pass, man.
So the series, I think the Cubs are going to do it in 7, and it's going to be something magical, like a home run or something. But I think it's going to be a great series. This is the team that I didn't – honestly, even though we beat them 7-0, I thought this was the hardest team to face after beating the Cardinals. So I have the Cubs in 7. Now, the next series or the other series in the American League, we already talked about how Kansas City took a 1-game lead over the Toronto Blue Jays. Okay, I'm going to start with you, Glass. How do you feel about this series? Who comes out on this series? Because we already seen what happened in Game 1.
This is going to be another playoff clash that's going to be real exciting. We've seen what we got in Toronto Blue Jays. I love the way they ended the series against the Dodgers. They look great.
Dodgers.
I'm sorry.
You mean
that was Mets. I'm sorry. It
Angels.
Was
it the Angels?
No, Rangers.
No, Rangers.
I like the way they ended that series, and I got to ask both of you guys who had the best bat flip. I'll tell you to ask you that later. They got the bats. They got Murderers Row. If there's any Murderers Row, that's the Murderers Row. But I like the spunk of the Kansas City Royals. We just said off air, the last 2 years, they've been there. They've been battle tested. They was at the World Series last year. They almost made it to the World Series the year before. And then we just seen last night 5-0 against a team that was blasting people.
Right.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say this might go 6 games. But I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Kansas City Royals. I like what I see over there.
All right, Mr. Big TJ.
I gotta go with Toronto, man. They gotta have something going for them besides maple syrup and Drake, man. You understand? I love Canada. I think it's a beautiful place. So I'm going with the Blue Jays on this one, man. I absolutely love that bat flip. I love the swag that they playing with. And I don't even like the word swag, but I like the bravado that they coming with out of Toronto. Now, showing love to Kansas City, with Cueto, they have definitely been playing some inspired ball as well. And they did make it to the World Series last year, but no one really cared because 3 years ago they were dumpster fire. So, keeping it all into perspective, I think that the Blue Jays got some stuff to show some folks this year. So I'm going with Joey Bats.
Okay. Like I said earlier, Royals have the most experience, have their only experience in the playoffs right now, and we've seen that, or they showed us last night Toronto though, they have some players like you said, Batista. That
Tulowitzki.
that bat flip was like that got me hyped right there, man. That I wish that was my team for that second. You know what I'm saying? That got me hyped. You know, but I want to see what David Price comes up with today. You know, he has a losing streak, but if they can win tonight, I think it will go 7. If they don't win tonight, sweep. I say sweep.
Okay.
I think Kansas City going for blood. Like I said, they've been before. They know what they're doing. And honestly, you know, like it was before the season, I think they were destined to make it back to the World Series. So I have them going. So real quick question. We all like the best.
No. Let me ask you a question. I just told you.
Go ahead.
Bat flip. I know who had the best bat flip. Let's hands down. Don't get me wrong. Do you guys have a problem with the bat flip? I've heard
not with a home run like that and how it happened. No,
that was a flip off. Just like they said, man. My man, get the hell up out of my house.
But did you notice the Rangers? They didn't say anything about that. Did you notice that? I mean, not say anything. They didn't do anything when it happened. Did you see them?
What could they do?
But usually,
what you gonna do?
But usually when it happens, though, you see the catcher,
be arguing, yelling and stuff.
Come on, man. You know that's how it usually goes. But
that was the best. That was the best bat flip. You know, at the beginning of the week, Cespedes, he had a sweet bat flip too. Watched a little bit and just flipped it out. But Batista,
so
nobody should go ahead.
So let me ask you this. This is what I was going to ask you. So do y'all think which was better? The bat flip by Batista or the Pippen dunk when Pippen stepped over Ewing? When he dunked on him. What was the better?
Man,
what was the better celebration?
Can I go first, TJ?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to say my boy Pip. He assaulted Ewing twice. Dunked on him and then stood over him. That was an assault.
And then threw his hands. Then he
pushed him down. That was an assault.
Whew. What you got, man?
See.
Can we throw the Iverson in there? You think Iverson matches up to that?
No.
That was hard too, though.
You talking about Iverson crossing up J-Man?
And he stepped over him? No. Iverson.
What he did to Tyronn Lue.
Yeah, and he stepped over him like.
All right. The Pippen over Ewing was nice, but they still had a kind of a crowd of people around them, so not everybody got to see it at the game. You had to watch that on replay.
Right.
The Joey Bat's bat flip was outstanding because everybody was on their feet watching. But when you put Iverson in there, like that was like right there in front of their bench. Like everybody on the Lakers had to just like look. And everybody like if I was on that Lakers bench, I'm laughing out loud because look, you know you're gonna win the series.
Right.
So let's just go ahead and make fun of Tyronn Lue.
Right.
And cornrows in his head. Let's make fun of Tyronn Lue right there, man.
They got on him after the game, and
they did. He deserved it.
Right. Oh, you know what? I'm with Glass. I have to go with the Batista. No, you said Pippen.
No, I said Pippen.
I got to go with Batista just because of the magnitude.
Yeah.
You know, of that play, that sequence, because it was a game-winning home run, and that won the game, right? And man, come on, man, that jump was hard.
Did you see it? He sat there, watched it.
Ooh.
Got pumped up and just flipped that. I mean, he didn't flip it. Man,
yeah, that's what he said, bro. That was hard.
Oh man,
that Pippen.
And the way the players came out the dugout charged up, that was nice, man.
And then the fact that he had that Chris Webber mug when he was running around the base, like you didn't see him, like, but he just had that. Yeah, he had that mug, like, bro, that was hard, bro.
They were up on that maple syrup.
That was hard. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. It has been fun. I know we went over just a little bit, but hey.
Wait. Mr. Controversy.
Yes, sir.
This is 3-point conversion, right?
Right.
This is your show, right?
Right.
To hell, you do it as long as you want, bro.
Right, but you still have to be, I still have to apologize. That's how we would. That's how I was taught. That's why. But you see, I came up back with the But I had to.
Okay.
Bro,
I learned from Big TJ. I learned from Big TJ. Big
folks
TJ
need
taught me well.
thank you. Folks need to be telling you thank you.
Thank
You
you.
just,
Let them know.
you
Let them
just
know.
blessed them with some extra time.
Right,
you.
you're right. You're
You
right.
blessed them, bro. Come on, man.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
You welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You welcome. But TJ, tell us how we can follow you and your shows that you are on.
Absolutely, man. First off, thank y'all again for blessing me and letting me be on with y'all. If you want to follow me on Twitter, Big TJ Sports on Twitter is where you follow me. I always got some stuff going on there. Not quite as controversial as Raph, but I still bring that heat. Every Tuesday, around lunchtime, you'll get the Sports and Nonsense podcast release. And then every Thursday night, 10 p.m., I go live on The Show with Monty Brothers, and you can follow him at The Sportologist. Man, again, thank y'all for having me. I absolutely enjoy these moments, man, because y'all are hilarious.
That's you. Hey, first of all, let them know that the Sports and Nonsense is on the 3-Point Conversion station, which you can listen here. Make sure you download Spreaker, Spreaker, and then follow the 3-Point Conversion. You'll get great podcast coming on. Also, tell them where they can find you on Blog Talk Radio. What station?
On Blog Talk Radio, the show is on the Melting Pot Radio Network. So shouts out to them, Danny Wright and the Sports Hound. They bring some good stuff too, man. Some very inspirational stuff on that network, man. So I'm able to be on 3-Point Conversion and the Melting Pot. Thanks to Raph for not holding me to my contract and not letting me, share my. It feels good to be back in the arena, man. Seeing those listens come up, man. So and. Look, anytime I can be on the set with glass, I know I'm doing something right.
Right. Hey, real quick. Hey, shouts out to Danny. I'm a tagger in this. She better listen. I was confused, the mug. I got to say this. I was confused because when he said we have our boss, Danny, so I'm thinking the Sports Hound about to come on. She was like, yeah. So I'm like, huh? I was confused, bro. That's why I was quiet. That's why I was so quiet. But go ahead, Glass. Let everybody know where they can follow you, man.
Okay, first off, shouts out to Big TJ for taking my spot last week. I appreciate that. Mr. Controversy, you can have your controversial swag back, man. I just came from the Million Man March, man. So I just had to show it out today a little bit, but I'll calm down next week.
Oh, Glass, you missed it, man. He's been very controversial. He's trying to get us put out the air, man.
Man, right.
But go ahead,
I sounded like a Black Panther real quick. Yeah. But anyway, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, at Get With It Sports. Check out the blog page at getwithitsports.wordpress.com. You can check me out here on Spreaker at Get With It Sports Media. Put it in the search. We coincide with 3-Point Conversion Station. We gonna have one day. Me and Brandon gonna get together and put the Just Talking Sports together for the 3-Point Conversion Station. But other than that, if you have any questions, comments, YouTube. Check out the YouTube channel, Get With It Sports 2. And if you got any comments, questions, or topics we want to talk about, hit me up on the email address at getwithitsports2. That's the number 2 at gmail.com. Hey, bro, I want one of them Mountain Dew jugs, bro.
Yo, check me out. This thing cost me $1.50. I got it for sale, baby.
Get your $1.50 ready, bro.
Oh,
so I can get that.
I won't need to. There's no way.
Look, I forgot what game we talked about. Anyway, what game was that?
It was the Colts and Patriots.
The Colts and Patriots. Yeah.
Look,
get that.
I'm not just throwing my money out there for nothing, man. This is big as my head. Come on now.
All right, you all can follow me at on Twitter at Mr. Controversy 21. Follow at the 3-Point Conversion. Also, it's number 3 PTCVN. Also, that's the Twitter because you might put that in, somebody else might come up. Hey, 3-Point Conversion website. It's the 3pointconversion.com. Great articles. You get to hear our shows. Big TJ show, Sports and Nonsense will be on there soon. Also, you can follow check in for the 3-Point Conversion YouTube channel. If you're watching the video, that's what you're looking. Make sure you subscribe to that. And we already talked about the Spreaker, which we have the podcast, Mr. Controversies, NFL Diary, and the Chicago Bears podcast, talking Bears outside the locker room. And, of course, Sports and Nonsense by Big TJ. Once again, we'll be back. Same time, same place, same 2, maybe the same 3. You never know. We'll see you later. We're out. Will you miss me?
Peace.
Later.